If you are looking for one of the best lockdown builds in NBA 2K23, you are in the right place. In today's video, I'll be giving you 3 different lockdown builds that will be able to take over NBA 2K23. I will be giving you a 6'7" lockdown, I will be giving you a 6'6" lockdown, and both of those are very similar. And then I even included a 6'9" lockdown that can do everything in this game. The first 2 lockdowns are very pure lockdowns that are going to have some of the best defense in the game, but the last build I'm going to show you is going to be able to do everything as well as perform as a lockdown defender. So if you are new and you want the best lockdown builds in the game, make sure you drop a like, subscribe if you're new, and turn on post notifications because I will be shouting out my Noti gang in every video from now on. So make sure you are part of the Noti gang, and let's get right into it, man. Let's go. What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Cardi, and like you saw from the intro, man, I'm gonna be giving y'all some of the best lockdown builds in this game. So if you're tired, you know, of getting rim ran on and being just ass at defense, just straight up, you're not good at defense, you're gonna be good at defense now. Now, shout out to a Cardi gang. I'm popping up the people that were Noti gang on yesterday's video. If you want to be included in a video and you want to be played with, okay, yeah. If you want to play with me in future streams and stuff like that, man, make sure y'all drop a like, subscribe if you're new, and turn on post notifications so you can be a part of my videos, so you can play with me on stream. Before we get into this video, I want to say thank y'all boys so much for all the support. We have been going crazy, 100K very soon. Now I'm not gonna waste any more time. Let's get right into the video. Comment new sub if you're new so I can say thank you, and let's get right into this video, boys. Let's go. Now, all of these builds are going to be point guard builds except for the last one. Okay, I already told you the first 2 are very similar, but they're straight lockdowns. Okay, so you're gonna be going with the point guard position. Make sure you're going with the point guard position. Height is 6'7" for the first one. Your weight is going to be 180 pounds, and your wingspan is going to be 7'4". Now, your body shape really doesn't matter. It has no effect on your stats. But if you're going to be going for a pure lockdown, I feel like you want to look tough. That's just me. I feel like I want to look big and strong and buff, just like me in real life. I want to look swole body. I don't want to look like this. I don't want to look like that right there. No way. I got to be big and swole like A Cardi in real life. You already know the vibes. But yeah, press continue. 6'7", 180 pounds, 7'4" on the wingspan. The reason for this, because you want to be fast. You want to have decent speed. You're 6'7" as it is. If you try to make a build with a lot of strength on a lockdown build, it's just not going to be that good, especially if you're this tall, because you're going to get super low speed, and you don't want that when you're having to guard these quick guards and stage and stuff like that. Alright, so now for the first build, this build is going to be able to get contact dunks. This build will be able to dribble a little bit, and it's going to get Hall of Fame defensive stats everywhere, and you're going to have pretty good physicals. Okay, so now let's go ahead and move our driving dunk up to an 86. The reason it's not an 84 is because at 86 we get limitless takeoff on gold, and I think that is a very good mark to be aiming for, because you'll be able to dunk the ball from far, and you'll actually be able to have some fun on this build. I know you're going to have a lockdown. The next one is going to be like no fun zone. You're just going to be able to shoot and play defense. That's it. But this one, you know, it's kind of more balanced. It's not as balanced as the last one where you get everything, but this build still has the best defense in the game, the best defensive stats in the game, and the best playmaking, shooting, and finishing for a lockdown. That's just the truth. But this build does end up having super elite defense, with all Hall of Fame badges on defense as well. Alright, so now we went 70 on the driving layup, 86 on the driving dunk, we did 50 on the close shot, 36 on the standing dunk, and we get 10 badges here. Okay, now I would recommend, if you are aiming to get that limitless takeoff on gold, you're gonna have to put more badges here, and that's where you're gonna have to put your +4. If you don't want to do that at all, and you don't want to even try to even get finishing, then the second build is going to be for you. Okay, so go ahead and skip to the second build if you don't want any finishing. But if you want some finishing, this is the build for you. Okay, you're gonna be able to put +4 on this build, and that is the reason I went with this. Okay, I went with this build so I could put +4 on it. I'd recommend even probably going and moving this up to an 80. That way you get these badges right here, and you get all the driving layup animations. But that's completely up to you. If you want to move this up to an 80, move it up to an 80, so that way you get the badges off rip, and you get +4, and you have 17, and you have enough for limitless takeoff and core it, and you'll be able to get posterizer, and you'll also be able to get like something else on bronze, one of these badges on bronze. So I mean, it's completely up to you, or you'll be able to move something up to like Hall of Fame, whatever you want. It's completely up to you, but for this build, I'm gonna make it at a 70, because what I plan to do is use all my +4. I plan to use all my +4 on this build, and then I will also use the badges I get from the seasons onto the finishing, okay? Because I don't need badges anywhere else. All right, so 86, we're gonna go 50, 70, 86, and then 36. All right, now let's move down to the shooting. Our shooting, we're gonna move our 3-pointer all the way up to a max 85. Our mid-range shot is gonna be a 76, and we're gonna get 21 shooting badges. You will never never need to touch shooting. You will never need to put another badge on shooting. This is going to be good enough for your shooting. Look at the stats, okay? 85 3, 76 mid range. You get silver limitless range, silver agent threes, silver blinders, gold catch and shoot, which you need, gold corner specialist, which you're going to need if you're going to be sitting in that corner. Now, for a ball handle, we're going to move this up to a 70. The reason we do this is just for the badges, okay? Pass accuracy goes up to a 68. You could take down your ball handle and put your pass accuracy up. That is something that you could do once you finish your defensive stats, but that's completely up to you. If you don't think you're going to be dribbling a lot, then you don't have to do this, okay? Your speed ball goes up to a 65. I only did this so if you have a, a time where you're going to have to, dribble, or you're going to have to dunk the ball or rim run or step back and shoot, at a 70, you're going to get that Allen Iverson step back, so you will be able to get open for yourself. You're not going to be an elite dribbler, but that's not the point of this build. These are lockdown builds, okay? So if you want to take these things down, you can, but I have 3 different builds, so be mindful of that. If you're following this template, this build is more of an average all-around build, okay, except for the defense. It's obviously a stud on defense, but everything else, I try to make it decent for y'all. I try to make it, as most decent of an all-around lockdown build as I could. I wouldn't say this is the best lockdown build in the game, in my opinion, but I know there's people that want an all-around build for the wreck. They want to be able to get contact dunks and have fun. If they get a fast break and a steal or something like that, they want to be able to dribble a little bit. If they catch the ball in late game situations, they don't want to stand there and get ripped. They want something, okay? They want a little bit of something and everything, as well as their elite defense. So that's the reason I made this build, and I wanted to show y'all this build. Alright, for your interior defense, it goes up to an 84 max stat. Perimeter defense goes up to an 80 or 95. The reason we don't move it any higher, because you do not need clamps on Hall of Fame. That is just my opinion. You do not need clamps on Hall of Fame. You could get it if you wanted to, but in my opinion, you don't need clamps on Hall of Fame. There are more important badges, like your steal. Put that to a 99. The reason we do that is you get glove and interceptor on Hall of Fame. Glove is so broken, okay? If I ran into somebody, if it was lockdown versus lockdown, this build versus this build is getting the steal every single time, bro. All you have to do is press X one time. The steals are actually broken. So if you want to build that can steal the ball, that can play elite defense, bro, this is the build, bro. These lockdown builds are the build. Now, I went with the 87 block because, as you can see, at an 87 block, you're going to get silver anchor. That's the reason I went to an 87. You could make this build shorter, which is like 6'6", and you won't get this 87 block. But the reason I did this is because I have such good interior defense. I'll be able to guard centers. I'll be able to guard anybody. Anybody that's army, it doesn't matter who you are. I'm guarding you. I'm clamping you at that. So that's why I did that. Now, for your offensive and defensive rebound, your offensive rebound is going to be a 29, and your defensive rebound is going to be a 74 for 26 defensive badges. All right, let's go ahead and get out of that. Now, our speed is going to be an 84. We don't need a max speed. I promise you, speed is not as important as you think this year. Your strength goes up to a 60. Your vertical goes up to a 75. The reason we do that is for all of the contact dunks that you get at 86, or with the 86 driving dunk. And then our stamina is going to go up to a 95. All right. I would recommend a high stamina on a lockdown build. Now, I'm not really sold on how important stamina is, but say it is very important this year, or they patch something, they're like, yo, stamina is way, they say they take away an adrenaline boost. Now you only have 2, which I don't think they would do. But I'm just saying, like, we don't know how important stamina is yet, okay? We don't truly know. Because there's gonna get to a point where people are gonna exploit guards. They're gonna figure out moves that don't take those adrenaline boosts. They're gonna figure out moves and ways to get open that, it's not gonna drain your energy as fast, but the lockdown is gonna be getting their energy drained. So, in most guard builds, they have high stamina, but if you're going to be guarding a center or somebody like that, they don't have high stamina. So when you're having to switch onto everybody, you're playing main lockdown, you have to switch from the center to the guard on threes. You have to just change, and run. You need to have stamina, okay? You're going to be chasing this guard everywhere. You're going to be chasing him absolutely everywhere, so you need your stamina high up. So look, the final badge count for this build is 10 finishing, and we're going to put all of our all of our badges there, so we would end up having 14 finishing. And then I would use also my season badges. As I hit level 39 in multiple seasons, I would use all of it on my finishing. Now imagine if this build at some day and some time at Legend gives you extra stats and extra badges, this build is going to be an amazing Legend build. This build would be one of, if not the best Legend build, with a little bit more playmaking. This build could be very, very devious. Say they give you plus 10 in every stat again, 20, 31, 21, 36. Whew. Oh my goodness, because it is confirmed that this Legend reward will be something that's cosmetic, like a mascot or a jetpack or something like that, but it will also have gameplay rewards, because last year was just a parrot, dog. They ain't doing that again. They learned their lesson, thank God. but this is the first lockdown build. Now let's go ahead and get into build number 2. All right, boys. Now for build number 2, same thing. Point guard, handedness, right. Jersey number doesn't matter. It does not matter. Make your name Cardi if you're a real one. All right. Now for our height, we're gonna go 6'6", like I said. Our weight is gonna go up to 230 on the weight, and then our height or our wingspan is gonna go up to 7'3" on the wingspan. Okay. Now let's go ahead and look at what we got cooking here. All right, so you can see our defensive stats are already going to be cracked, but the difference with this build and the last build is that this build does not even have a chance at getting like contact dunks. I mean, it can dunk and it can lay it up a little bit, but this build is not a finishing build at all. You have an 80 driving dunk, and that's it. That's just for quick drops, and that's just to get up out of there. Now free throw or 3-point shot, you move that up to an 85. Again, 85. Then your free throws or your mid-range shot is going to go to a 70. Your free throw is going to be a 72. And then our pass accuracy is going to be a 70. Let's go ahead and max out all these stats so I can talk about it after, because I'm going to explain the differences in these two builds. Since they're so similar, there's no reason for me to sit here and break them down step by step, because I already just basically made this build. It's just a little bit different. But the last build is really, really different. Really, really, really different. It can do everything in this game. Literally everything. All right, so we're going to move this up to a 99. Block is going to go up to an 80. The reason the block we didn't go any higher than the 80 is because we don't get any higher than 80. Our offensive rebound is going to be at 84, and that's why, you know, that's one of the big differences with this build is that you don't get Hall of Fame chasing artists, you don't get silver anchor, which, you know, it's not a problem, but it's just not something I, you know, necessarily want. Now, our offensive and defensive rebound is crazy, okay? We are going to be snagging boards over literally everyone. We get 30. Wait. I think I just messed this up. Oh, yeah. Our interior defense goes all the way up to an 83 or an 82, just like that. So 82, 97, 99, 80, 84, 87. You have 32 defensive badges. All right, now I really like this build considering the badge count. Okay, the badge count is just too crazy and just honestly just way too overpowered, especially as a lockdown build. This is just insane. 32 badges on defense is literally broken. Like, no one is going to be able to get open on you. All right, now let's do our speed. Our speed goes up to an 89. Acceleration goes up to an 83. Strength we leave at a 57. Vertical goes up to a 60. That's it. Stays at a 60. And then our stamina goes all the way up to a 90. All right, that is what we do with that right there. All right, so the build before. Let's look at the stats from this build and this is the build before. All right, the build before. Okay, the build before was very good, but it didn't have an 80 driving dunk. Had an 86. Didn't have a 60 driving layup. It had a 70. The shooting is about the same. It had a little bit higher mid-range, and it had 10 finishing badges instead of 20, instead of 10. It had 10 finishing badges instead of 8. It had 21 shooting badges instead of 18. It had 11 playmaking instead of 10, and it had 26 defense instead of 32. The speed is five ticks higher on this build. The vertical is not as high on this build, which, you know, for rebounding could be important, but you do have a really good rebound. You don't get Hall of Fame chaser artist. You don't get silver anchor. You get clamps on Hall of Fame on this build. I think this build is going to be a very good lockdown build as well. It's just these two builds are very similar. These two lockdown builds are both going to be game breaking, both going to be straight clamps. It's just really what you want and what you want to have on your build. If you do not care about contacts and you don't care about anything else, and you don't care about your dribbling, you don't care about anything, bro, you don't want a 70 ball handle to get some dribble moves, you don't want a good speed ball to be able to dribble a little bit, then yeah, go with this. This is like a pure lockdown. It's literally just pure lockdown, pure lockdown. You don't need a 99 perimeter defense because you don't unlock anything at a 99 perimeter defense that you don't already have at a 97. You have good rebounding. Your block's not as high as the last build. You know, the last build had a 87 block for those other badges like chasing artists and anchor at a higher tier, but this build is still very good and very broken. Now the last build I'm going to go over is a 6'9" all-around demigod. Okay, I include this as a lockdown. I give you two pure lockdowns. Now this next build, the defense is not 99 steal, 99 perimeter defense. I'm just gonna keep it real. It's high 80s, 85 plus and everything. So if you're happy with that, and you want, you know, contact dunks, and you want to be able to shoot from anywhere, and you also want all the dribble moves in the game, and you also want to be fast, and you also want to have a high vertical, this is the build for you. This last build, this is what you've all been waiting for, man. This is the best build in the game. It's just all around beast, and this is my main build. So I'm gonna put y'all boys on right now. Now for the last lockdown build in the game, as you can see, off rip, it doesn't even get as high of a perimeter defense, doesn't get as high of a steal, doesn't get as high of a block, but this build can do everything. It gets high shooting, high finishing, high dribbling. Alright, and that's where we're going with this build. Okay, so For your driving dunk, you're gonna move that up to a 93. You get elite contact dunks with this build. Our driving layup's gonna go up to an 80. Our close shot's gonna go all the way up to a 76. Look at that, 76. Our standing dunk's gonna go up to a 75. Oh my goodness. Our three-point shot's gonna go up to an 85. All right, now I'm gonna explain all this when I'm done. Our mid-range is gonna go up to a 76. Free throw is gonna stay at a 62. Ball handle goes all the way up to an 87, just like that. Our pass accuracy goes up to a 70. I'm pretty sure. No, it goes up to a 78. So you get the LeBron James passing style, very, very good. And then our speed with ball goes all the way up max at a 76. Our perimeter defense is going to be at 86. Super good defense. You get all the good badges that you're going to need, especially for an all-around build. Our steal is going to go up to an 80. Our block is going to go up to an 87, just like that right there. Offensive rebound doesn't get touched. Our defensive rebound is going to be a 65. Move that up to a 65. Then we have 18 defensive badges. Our speed is going to go up to an 80. Our acceleration is going to go up to an 81. Strength is going to be a 43. Vertical 82 to get all the contact dunks. And our stamina is going to go all the way up to a 95. All right. Now, this is where you put the last thing onto your interior defense and your 99. Now, I'm going to explain everything. 80 driving layup. All right, on this build. This build can do everything. Look at the three. Look at the badge count. 19, 21, 21, 18, bro. It's an all-around demigod with good defense, amazing defense. It can shoot. It can finish. This build is the hidden gem at the end of this video that can do everything. Now, if you want a pure lockdown build, I completely understand. But if you want to have a little bit of fun and also be able to play defense, this is the build for you. I've dropped multiple versions of this build. The KD build that gets a 91-3. Not as good of a driving dunk, but still gets contacts, better dribbling. I made a LeBron build, better playmaking, better defense, you know, a little bit lower shooting, a tiny bit lower than this, a little bit lower speed, because speed really doesn't matter this year. That's why I have it at an 80, not at 85. I had it at 85 one day, but I was like, nah, ain't no way no more. Speed don't matter. But you get 19, 21, 21, 18. It's super, super good. We get a 93 driving dunk. The reason we get a 93 driving dunk is because if we didn't, we would lose that limitless takeoff on gold. That's what we always talk about. And that post riders are on gold. With our shooting badges, we get an 85-3. That way we get limitless range to silver. Very, very good. We get corner specialist, also very good. Agent 3s, very good. Volume shooter, all the badges that you're going to want to need and you want. Your pass accuracy and your ball handle is going to be, you could try to get an 89 ball handle and get quick first step Hall of Fame if you want. But that's completely up to you. Your defense is going to be amazing. You got Chase Artist gold, Challenger gold, Clamp silver, Interceptor silver, Anchor silver. Bro, you're going to be so good on defense, bro. I promise you. You know, you're not going to be as, you know, press X and get the ball immediately. That's not really how, you know, this game works. You could try to get your glove even higher. If you wanted glove higher, you could try to get it to 85. Take down your block. You could really take down your block and try to get your glove up if you wanted to. I don't think you're able to get a 95, so you try to get 85 and then move your block up if you wanted to. But that's completely up to you, okay? I don't really know if there's a reason to have your steal up to an 85 if you're not going to be getting that many steals. You're just trying to worry about your block and trying to get that anchor on silver. But if you don't want anchor on silver, you can take your steal up to an 85 and get that glove on silver. You know, I don't have a problem with either idea, okay? Both ideas good, and you can also get one extra defensive badges if you do this. But you're not going to get that anchor onto silver like you want, okay? But if you don't care about anchor, you know, move it just like this, okay? And you can move this up and get that extra defensive badge just like that. You could probably just have your block on this, like right here, and then move this up. Might get an extra one, which I don't think you will. You get brick wall, but you know, that's it, okay? This is it for all the lockdown builds I'm going to be giving y'all in this game, man. If this video did help you out, let me know down in the comments below. These lockdown builds are going to break NBA 2K23, so I hope y'all boys enjoy, and I hope that you are tapped in and you just go crazy this year, man. Drop a like. Remember, if you want to be a part of A Cardi Gang, Noti Gang, hit me on any of my socials. I'm gonna pop my social up on the screen now. If you stay to the end of the video, I will follow you back. Just screenshot this and send it to me, because I'll know it's at the end of the video. So yeah, if you stay to the end of the video, make sure that you comment. You know, I'm DMing you, and I'll check and tell me what you're DMing me on. But I love y'all boys so much. Thank you for all the support. If you want to be a part of the Noti Gang and all that type of stuff, make sure noties are on all. Click the bell and then click it again and make sure they're on all. Don't turn it off. Make sure they're on all, okay? I love y'all boys, and I will see y'all in the next video, man. Peace.